Hey, it's Matt. This is a follow-up video from the last couple that we've done. Making good habits stick, the secrets revealed. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Look, it's just about making things a habit, making it solid and creative for you, and how to reinforce good habits, build better habits as you move forward, to help shift your mindset from where you are to where you need to be. You need to pay attention to good habits. We all have good habits and we don't really think about them. The subconscious mind just deals with it. We touched on that in the last video about setting goals and achieving goals. Your subconscious is so powerful, and it plays a big part in your habits, because your habits are the things that you do day to day without thinking, consciously thinking. Your subconscious deals with it. Okay. Now, each habit, there's 3 parts to a habit. Put this down. There's 3 parts to a habit. There's the trigger, the behavior, and the reward. Okay, so 3 parts. Trigger, behavior, reward. Trigger, behavior, reward. Okay, now a habit always gets sparked by a trigger. Now, this trigger could be subconscious. Now, for me, I've got a really bad sweet tooth. If I see a bowl of sweets, the trigger is that bowl of sweets. The behavior is grab a sweet and eat it. The reward is the taste and the joy of eating that sweet. Oh. They're the 3 things that create the habit. Habit for me, seeing a bowl of sweets, is having to eat one and enjoying it. Really shouldn't do that too much. You get my meaning. So, to break it down and be a little bit more clearer, the trigger is, and again, like in all my videos, I make notes. Look, lots of notes on this one. Okay, so I'm going to read what I've written for the trigger so you get it absolutely pinned. This could be something you see, hear, taste, feel, or think about that automatically starts your subconscious mind to react and go into autopilot to get the reward it desires. You see, your subconscious knows the habit. So it knows the triggers. And as soon as it recognises the trigger, sees the trigger, feels the trigger, tastes the trigger, bang, it kicks in, goes in, wants the reward. End of story. It wants to get the reward. We're all human. We all like to get some sort of reward from something. And it's not a bad thing to be able to want to have a reward. Okay? It's not a bad thing. However, these triggers can be bad for you, because they could be bad habits. So in order to be able to switch out a bad habit for a good habit, is to identify what trigger is going to occur for the good habit. So like, say, getting up in the mornings. You're notoriously bad for hitting the snooze button. Hand up. I was too. So the trigger is the alarm goes off, bang, snooze, sleep again. There's the behavior, and the reward is you get to sleep a little bit longer. However, it doesn't serve you in the long run. So to change that, you would have maybe the alarm clock moved across to the other side of the room. And if it's your phone, even more so, get it across the other side of the room. You don't want your phone near you when you go to bed. Too many reasons why, not for this video. So move it across the other side of the room. Now, what happens is your trigger then becomes, I've got to get up to turn it off. Well, in the time it takes to get up to turn it off, you've then woken. So there's the new behavior. You've woken up a little bit more, you're a little bit more conscious and awake. So your trigger is make sure the alarm clock's on the other side of the room. So therefore, you can't just snooze it. Your reward, your behavior is you have to get up to turn it off. And the reward, well, you pick the reward. You got up earlier. You're awake earlier. Have an extra cup of coffee. Cook an extra slice of bacon. Have an extra bowl of cereal. Whatever the reward is, you create that. But it has to obviously be of consequence. I've written down the bottom here as well. Don't beat yourself up if the old habit occasionally pops up again. It takes time to change habits. It takes time to develop new habits and better habits. Don't give up. Remain persistent, and you will turn those bad habits into good habits. And it's true, you will. But remember, every habit has a trigger, a behaviour, and a reward. Now, you will have some good habits already that are triggered with behaviours and rewards. So that's fine. Acknowledge those. That's important. But more importantly, recognise those bad ones. Start swapping them out one by one with different triggers, different behaviours, and better rewards. Make today count. Action, like there has been in all the other ones. Like, subscribe, follow, friend, whatever is round the video for you to do. Put in the comments, I challenge you, put in the comments a habit that you've got, good, bad, indifferent, or maybe one that you want to implement, and identify in the comments what you think maybe the trigger, behaviour and reward is. I'll be sure to read it, and I'll be sure to chat and reply to you. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Make today count. I look forward to reading your new habits.